Grief counselors spent the day at Sacagawea Middle School in South Spokane. An 8th grade student took her own life yesterday by jumping off the Monroe Street Bridge. Counselors want to make sure that kids could ask any questions and get the help they needed. A concert that was planned for tonight will go on as scheduled. Early this morning at 12:24 a.m., a woman walked out of the Pine Lodge Correction Center in Medical Lake. Carole DeLeon served just 3 years for criminal mistreatment in the death of her adopted son. Tyler DeLeon died on his 7th birthday of severe dehydration. He was denied food and water and basically died of thirst. KXLY4's Melissa Luck spoke with Tyler's other mom, the biological mother, who gave him up for adoption.
Yeah, and she is torn apart by this case, not only by Tyler's death, of course, but by the fact that Carole is being released from prison so early. She was let out after serving just half of her sentence, while Tyler's mom still grieves the death sentence her son received.
I'm outraged. I can't believe that after less than 3 years that they're going to let Carole out.
Kendra Bradford's grief is palpable. She just heard the woman responsible for her son's death was going to walk out of prison a free woman.
My son is deceased, and these people are still slapping him in the face.
Tyler's smiling face is hard to forget. The state took Ty away from Kendra shortly after his birth. They were concerned about neglect, though there were no signs of physical abuse or drugs in Tyler's system. Tyler went to live with Carole DeLeon, a licensed foster mother with whom Kendra thought he would be safe. Carole adopted Tyler, and they stayed in touch.
Surprisingly, she had let us see him a lot, quite a bit. I mean, we were seeing him every other weekend for a long time.
But in the 7 years Ty lived with DeLeon, he only gained 12 pounds. He suffered broken bones and bruises in DeLeon's care and was so desperate for water he drank from the toilet. Carole told everybody he was a crack baby. It wasn't true, and Kendra is heartbroken and angry.
And I don't care any of the bad things that she says about me because I've never killed any of my children.
And now that DeLeon was allowed to walk out of prison this morning, Kendra's feelings of anger and guilt and loss are as fresh as they were the day her little boy died.
I wish I would fought harder for him. And I wish that he would have never went to Carole, because he would be alive right now, and I know he would be if he was never with her.
So what happens with Carole DeLeon now? She has her own biological children. She adopted other children as well.
Yeah, because of this criminal conviction and a state report, she has lost her parental rights, including to a little girl who was also Kendra's biological child, Tyler's sister. But despite being released from prison early, I just found out from the Department of Corrections, Carole DeLeon has no probation requirements, no community service, no mandated counseling, just some fines that she has to pay. If you'd like to read more about this case and my blog about covering it over the last several years, you can log on to our website, KXLY.com.